Namaskar. In this episode, we will discuss the teenage years. The turbulent teenage is the parent's nightmare and the child's frustration, each misunderstanding the other's action and intention and branding it as a generation gap. Later, the same children become parents and the same saga is repeated. This goes on and on. Why is this so?
Adolescence is a period of stress. Here, the adolescent is not growing only physically, but he or she is also learning the adult ways of exploring things and adult ways of relating to the external world. Here, the problem could be in the form of attention deficit behavior. Again, here the adolescent will be unable to concentrate much upon a particular thing when the parents or any significant others, teachers, peers, when they spoke to the adolescent, he is unable to pay full concentration on a particular thing. Then secondly, they report oppositional defiant behavior. Here, they have a very negativistic attitude and they have very hostile attitude towards others. They become very angry very soon, they lose their temper and they argue with their parents, they blame others for their own fault, their own mistakes in life. Then thirdly, it's separation anxiety disorder. Here, the adolescent starts feeling anxious whenever he or she thinks of getting separated from parents, home or any significant person related to him or her. Then there are other problems like juvenile delinquency or other problems like depressive syndrome, which could not be so evident during adolescent period, but it would become a full-fledged psychiatric disorder when grown up in early adulthood.
There is a tiny gland known as pineal gland. It controls the pituitary gland in childhood, but at the age of 8 the pineal starts calcifying and it degenerates. Without its control, the pituitary goes haywire. It produces a lot of growth hormones, a lot of sex hormones. That's why a child grows so fast, but he is mentally not mature enough to handle his new body, his new emotions, his new desires, and that is why he also behaves in a very peculiar manner, and we don't understand that. And children in their teenage, they commit suicide. We had never heard of such things, and it is mainly because of this. So, by some means, if the pineal gland can be kept active for another 3-4 years, the child would have attained some mental maturity and he can handle his body and his desires sensibly. For that reason, normally at the age of 8, a child should be taught Surya Namaskar, Gayatri Mantra and Pranayam. Surya Namaskar is almost you can say the best asana in yoga. It contains a number of asanas to take care of all the systems in the body, and it also keeps the pineal gland active for another 3-4 years, and then Gayatri Mantra also controls the emotions because it is a meditation.
A stitch in time saves 9. For the proper development of the body, yoga must be done from this age onwards, as later it may be too late.
This is Dvikonasana. This is Hasta Uttanasana. a breathing exercise. Hasta Uttanasana. This is Lolasan. Marjorie. Matsyasana.
Teenagers are hot-headed and full of anger. Shashankasana, practiced for half an hour, really helps them to relax and cools them down.
छाती नीचे, पेट. छाती नीचे, पेट नीचे. छाती down. Chest down first, then stomach down. Chest down. Stomach down. Stomach up, chest down, stomach down. This is abdominal breathing.
Meditation is an integral part of yoga. Chanting the Gayatri mantra, or depending on your individual temperament, other forms of meditation can be taken up. For example, meditation to music or abstract meditation. Lie down in Shavasana. Imagine that your body is becoming very light. You are floating and steadily rising up in the air. You can almost feel a few drops of rain on your face. Then you descend gradually, with everything becoming bigger till you finally reach your body.
I keep on fighting with my mother, so can you tell me how yoga can help me?
It's a typical symptom that your teenage is coming. But if you do yoga, it will keep your emotions under control, your negative emotions, and then you will not feel like fighting. You will understand, you will listen to her better.
Can you name the asanas?
Surya Namaskar is the best asana, and Chakrasana is very good for girls and also for the glandular system. And just a little bit of meditation very simple meditation, like you can chant Om, or you can sing Om, or you can sing a kirtan. If you know kirtan, Om Namah Shivaya, you just sing a kirtan. It's very good. You will enjoy it also, and then you will not feel like fighting with anybody.
I have this perennial tension of gaining weight and how to maintain it and keep fit. So is there something in yoga what I can do every day just to maintain the weight?
You know, then the body, the weight is controlled by the thyroid gland. That is, thyroid is responsible for the metabolism in the body. Now, if you can keep the thyroid gland very active, then no matter what you eat, it will burn the calories. So you don't have to sweat it out. For thyroid gland, you just do Sarvangasana, the shoulder stand asana. Sarvangasana, it's a static asana. You just hold the posture for 3 minutes, and it puts so much of pressure on the thyroid gland, which is here, that it becomes very active, and just by maintaining that posture, you start losing weight. I mean, people don't believe it, but it is actually true. And there is a pranayam also which is very good for the thyroid gland, that is the Ujjayi pranayam. It is like snoring. You just fold your tongue back and you produce a sound, and that also activates the thyroid, and that makes you lose weight. So you see so many people, they are so thin and they eat and eat and eat, nothing happens to them. But some people, they put on weight. It's only a sign that the thyroid is not as active as it should be. So it's very easy in yoga to lose weight, is rather easy, because it is a gland that one can control very easily.
But overall lose weight or only?
No, naturally it will speed up your metabolism, which means it will not let fat remain anywhere. You will consume more calories, and you will burn all the extra calories. It's a very simple and very interesting way of losing weight.
What about that feeling of bloatedness we get due to water retention? Is there any way to deal with that?
It is if it is during the teenage, then it is mainly because of some hormones. If it's later, then it could be due to some kidney problem. In the sense, if the kidneys are not throwing water effectively, then you get water retention. Or sometimes it could be that you take extra salt. So if you are careful about these things and keep your kidneys in good condition.
So is there any asana which
Yes.
can keep the kidneys?
Ardha Matsyendrasana is very good for the kidneys. Paschimottanasana is very good, and Gomukhasana is very good. So these asanas, if you do, then your kidneys will always
And
be
these
in
are good enough
condition.
for the teenagers also.
Yes, yes.
Next time you have an argument with your child, remember that he behaves that way because he can't help it. Discuss his problems and try to sort them out. Be patient, reach out to him because he really needs you.